something mentally wrong with you?
So if it was well, first of all, mental illnesses are usually caused by either chemical imbalances in the body and everything. But if homosexuality would be a mental illness, then heterosexuality would also have to be a mental illness.
But how when that's like a natural, that's to keep the earth populated. Even plants, animals, the male and female always attract. No matter how you look at it, male and female will always attract. That's how we keep the earth populated.
There are homosexual animals in the world, and there's
You're
animals
right.
that procreate with each other, male on male, not really female on female, but male on male, just for the fun of it. So it is not something that's like out of the realm of like being normally normal amongst animals and people. But like just I wouldn't want to not only disrespect the people who actually do have mental illnesses, but sexuality isn't an illness. It's more of it's
Perversion.
it's a
A
sexuality.
lust. All right, but thank you for saying that. So with that being said, why do gay people say there it's a lifestyle or a struggle? Because it's basically what you said. It's a sexual desire. It's a sexual preference. So where does this lifestyle come in at? What is the lifestyle?
Well, this is why I don't believe it's a choice, because if being gay were a choice, I would have chose to be straight a long time ago, because it's way easier. Everything's easier, because until about maybe 5 or 6 years ago, the whole world, a lot of parts of the world, you would get killed for being gay. So imagine our ancestors who were killed for being black. Yeah, it was a struggle which was much larger than the struggle gay people go through. But gay people do have a struggle, which is they are still being killed in certain parts of the world for simply being gay. Imagine.
All right.
I'm not saying they're equal, but I'm comparing them. It's the same as.
No, you can't. That's like, so I ain't like, I know that's y'all opinion as a group, but that's disrespectful as hell. Even if you compared it to any kind of slaves, not just black, Jewish, whoever been through a struggle in that capacity, it's disrespectful to compare homosexuality and their struggle to ours, because what y'all struggle is sexuality. Our struggle is to be human, to be treated like human. The
That's the
Constitution
same
said
thing.
what the Constitution. Go ahead, JB.
I'm gonna say one thing. I do understand where both of y'all coming from, but I'm more of Devin because I'm a person that believes turmoil is turmoil. You know what I mean? Like hatred is hatred. You know what I'm saying? You hate me because I'm short. You know what I mean? It's hate. You know, regardless of what it is. And I don't
But
think
that
Devin
kills
is
your point right there.
But hate
That
is
kills your
hate.
point.
Whether you kill me
But
because I'm black or anything, it's still
all
hate.
right, people hate people because you fuck my old lady. That's still hate. So you saying, oh, that person who got killed because you fucked his old lady was in some type of struggle? No, he did something
No, I'm
fucked up
saying
and
no.
got his
What I'm
brains
saying
busted.
is I'm saying if you kill me because I'm black, and you just as wrong as killing me if I'm gay. You see what I'm
Bruh.
saying?
I agree with that.
It's the same.
I agree with
It's
that
the same.
100%.
You can't.
No, it's not. I
Killing is the
disagree with
same.
that totally.
It's
And
just
I'm
as
gonna tell
wrong.
you why.
Okay, so
Because for one, it was a system built against black people. We were in a constitution labeled 3/5 of a human.
but it was
We
also a
were
system against gay people.
bro, hold on. No, it wasn't. Like, gay people have never been lynched by the millions. They have never been kidnapped and put in bondage to be made to do something without the power to say no. Like, that's just crazy to even, just because you like your same sex, that means you've been through the Holocaust. A Holocaust Hell no, that's not the same.
I
Y'all
don't
don't lose no
think
jobs. Gay people got the highest positions in America. Gay people run the world. Where you at in LA? Gay people run that shit. You know what I'm saying? So how can you say it's a civil rights struggle? Y'all, the only thing you can say
I'm
is,
not saying
oh, we
so.
can't
I'm
get
just saying
married.
hate is hate.
And y'all can get married now too. All right, I understand hate is hate. But you can't compare hating gay people to hating black people or hating Jewish people
So,
or
so what you're basically saying is something along the lines of like the nigger word and the cracker word. The nigger word holds a lot more weight,
exactly. Like
and the cracker word doesn't.
if
But it's
you
still
say
offensive,
faggot, that's not like saying nigga. Like, of
right?
course it's derogatory, but it's on the level
That's a
of
good question.
calling a woman bitch or calling a man fuck nigga or something like that. That's along the line. It's no word you could compare to nigger, especially with the ER.
Devin,
Like,
like got something on your mind.
go ahead, bro.
okay, so I think when you think comparing, you think that people are comparing them as if they are equal. I am blatantly and clearly stating that the struggle that gay people have gone through and the homosexual community as a whole and the struggle that African American people have gone through, I'm in no way saying that they're equal.
So don't compare it then. You can't compare it then
You
because it's like
you
absurd.
can compare things. Just because they're unequal doesn't mean you can't compare them. If think about this, if if there is no slavery and there wasn't, well, fuck all that shit. Think about this. If you're black, you got your left arm cut off. If you're gay, you got your right arm cut off. If that shit happened, it's still wrong either way. There's more black people than there are gay people in the world. So more black people are going to get their arm cut off, and it's going to be a much bigger
But
catastrophe.
I still disagree with you though. I still disagree because even though my right arm got cut off and your left arm got cut off, that's still like equating the two because at the end of the day, both of y'all got an arm cut off. Y'all ain't have no arm cut off. Y'all
So
ain't have shit cut off.
That's what he's saying. It's both equally as wrong.
What?
But hold on.
What did y'all have
Devin,
cut off?
hold on.
All right,
John Jay,
hold on. Go
hold on.
ahead, man.
I I understand what John Jay is saying because um the background and the history, we have a history of our names getting taken away. Our, you know what I'm
Culture,
saying? We got a
language.
history, our whole culture being taken away, and it has not been put back. So I understand what you're saying. So it's not equally
Like,
what is what
like
he's saying.
that's what I'm
But
saying. Like,
what we are saying that it is still wrong
no,
to
I
kill a
agree with.
person.
Listen, I when I started, I do not condone any violence amongst no people. I don't
Okay.
hate gay people,
But here's the real
but
question.
I'm gonna
I
say
think you're trying
this:
to
I
ask.
don't give a fuck what y'all do. Like, just like I don't give a fuck if JB fuck his wife. Just like I don't give a fuck if Wynton go fuck his lady. Just like me, whatever. I don't care. Like what goes on in your bedroom
But
stays in your bedroom.
here's the number one question.
Go ahead, bro.
Uh, do we think that the LGBTQ community are becoming the bullies? That was the
Yes,
original question.
yes, I do. And I want to ask you, do you feel like y'all are becoming the bullies? I mean, don't speak from your personal because you might just like what you like and go on about your business, fuck all that extra shit that's on
And we
social
got it.
media and politics. But speak as a whole, speak for your community as a whole.
are we being
You don't.
bullied?
It, no,
Are y'all
are
being
y'all
bullies?
becoming the bully?
Are
No,
we
not
bullied
becoming.
or
Are
being?
y'all being? I think y'all being the
Of
bullies.
I don't
being
think
the bully?
that
Sorry.
in any way the homosexual community is being the bully. I think that finally the gay community is being accepted, so it's now being shown on a more mass level. It's a lot like how can you compare it? I have to be really careful with my
Just say it, man. We don't do that here. Just say that shit. Nobody ain't gonna get offended. Say it.
I don't know. It's not about offending somebody. I just you know, now is the time when the gay community is being accepted, and it is now almost marketable. Mm-hmm. And that's why it's such a pivotal thing right now. I think personally that it's moved on to kind of the trans community, which is a whole nother subject. Right. No, but I think people are in this sensory. In the past decade, we've we've expanded. In 2007, when YouTube and Facebook and all that stuff opened up, and you can connect with somebody across the world, we're starting to see more about different cultures than we ever have before. And the best way that we share our wealth and knowledge about things is social media. So ever since social media has taken a big boom, you've started to see these kind of like movements happening. And it's a good thing. I think it's a time it usually happens through struggle or some devastating event, unfortunately. But I do believe it's all kind of it's kind of working in the world's favor, and bringing a better light to like what's good in the world and what's bad. So for instance, I'll start back with just some notable stuff. Black Lives Matter movement, how that like grew and became not a nationwide thing, a worldwide thing because of the travesty of Trayvon Martin and so many other Black people being shot. I think because of what's going on at the border, there was a Hispanic movement when a Latino movement when Donald Trump first got in office, and the main people he was going after were Mexican people. You began to see a rise in the music, the art form, the culture of Latino people surging everywhere. And then these are just like some hitters. There's clearly other ones in between there, but I believe the gay community really had their kind of started to have their coming out and their acceptance in around the 2016 and 2017 time period. That's actually when I was in a gay boy band, and America's first openly gay boy band, Echo V. And when we were really starting to see a change in the way that gay people and the gay world was perceived overall throughout the world. When you think about all of these things, I don't think it's that anybody's being bullied. It's not that anybody's trying to shove a narrative down people's faces. It's that there's more than one lifestyle to live. And there's the one that has been the norm for the past XYZ amount of years, which is the heavy lifestyle, where you have 1 to 2 kids, you grow up to get this great job, and you live in your white picket fence with your wonderful house. Well, in a lot of places, that doesn't happen. And the depiction of that is, it's almost unreal. You know that our ancestors, especially Hispanic and Black, had to have a lot of kids. Why? Because we were the minority and we needed to procreate so that we could have a life, so that we could have a legacy to carry on, because we were killed in such mass when we were brought here to America and all over the world. I think things. Oh, sorry, I see your hand.
Yeah. So real quick, and I'll let JB go real quick. So between the two, right? Because you're African American male, you know what I'm saying, and you're also gay. Like as far as like I'm not even sure if you even experienced it at all. But as far as like I guess discrimination, which have you felt like you've gotten more of?
And also to add on to that too, do you wish the rights of gay community and Black community switch? Like, do you wish it was more rights of being a Black person, or are you happy with the rights that the gay community has gotten? You see what I'm saying? Or do you wish it was kind of a switch?
I'm going to ask you to hold that question and repeat it, and I'm going to answer Winston's question first.
Okay.
Because it'll help. It might give you a little insight on, I don't know. But okay, so this is a very complicated question for me because I grew up in St. Pete, Florida. And what? Why is that funny?
Sorry, go ahead.
Same area.
I grew up
The
in
gay
St. Pete.
community up there is pretty big, right?
Huh? What was that?
Gay community over there is pretty big, right? The
I have
LGBT.
no idea. Back then in the 90s, it was not okay.
Oh, okay, okay. Well, I used
Hell
Yeah.
no.
You have
I was
to
working.
remember that this is not like being gay is like being openly gay is this a thing. It hasn't been like it's not like yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
So where I grew up, I went to a magnet school from first grade all the way through 12th grade. And if you know anything about magnet schools, you know there's a magnet side and a traditional side.
Right.
Well, me growing up in the magnet